In chess, if you cheat, you play God.
Yeah.
You decide when the game is over. You can fake bad moves. You can fake everything.
He's had probably the most meteoric rise in the entire history of chess of any 17-year-old, by far. I think a lot of grandmasters are definitely suspicious of that. It's unprecedented in the entire history of chess.
I basically said what I thought. I did look at the games. I personally did not see anything suspicious.
Well, no shit. Only the stupid cheaters play the top engine line the whole game.
By the way, I'm not saying that this is what's happening here,
Correct.
but
God, get fucking down and bow down! How the fuck did I see that? Holy shit! How did I calculate that? How am I this fucking good? Holy shit!
It's been absolute pandemonium in the chess world the last couple of days, and this is the game that started it all.
I mean, his chances, I don't know, like 10%, to be honest, because he just doesn't have the experience that Magnus has at the moment. Magnus has a whole world of experience. Magnus can handle his emotions much better. But you never know. Like you guys said, if Hans has a good first game, it's all about the flow with him. He needs to have a good first game to get in the flow, get that energy going. And if he can hold with black pieces, then, well, he could surprise Magnus with white. So this first game is certainly key for Hans, who is clearly a very emotional player, as we're seeing quite a lot, aren't we?
We saw Magnus just kind of shake his head there, close his eyes and shake his head.
I mean, is this game over?
Looks like it is.
Immediately.
Disaster.
Wow, this is incredible. I just did not predict this after everything has happened. And
after everything we said.
I mean, Hans coming out the black pieces, playing this is just what we want. Look at Magnus. He's just been destroyed. Wow. What can I say?
What a result.
Hans, yesterday was a terrible day for you, and today you start out with a masterpiece. How would you summarize it?
Chess speaks for itself.
He got a good position against Magnus. It was a very, very good game. It was probably an inspired game, you could call it. But is it an obvious proof of cheating? Definitely not. I don't think he cheated in the Singfield Cup, but everything else is still
sorry,
up in the
Alejandro.
air.
Sorry, Alejandro. I just have to interrupt you because the game started and Magnus has logged off. What has happened?
Magnus has resigned.
Often happens when young players play very well, there is all this accusations towards them. I mean, all of my colleagues are pretty much paranoid, and quite often I was the one telling them, come on, guys.
The standard chess player interview is you sit down and you go, something about the opening, something about not, oh yeah, I looked at this right before the game. And then you explain various symphonies and compositions of variations, things that went through your head, things you were evaluating. But Hans's interviews are different. So everything about him as a chess player already is different, and his interviews are extremely strange and also different.
Yeah.
That's fine. But not when you combine it then with the world champion withdrawing right after you beat him and ghosting the entire chess world.
is there some part of you that regrets that the chess community, and you included, implied that Hans cheated early on? And I think without having evidence and that kind of thing, as we learn now, can stick.
As far as I go, I was covering the news.
But again, to be clear, on the specific allegation, have you ever used anal beads while playing chess?
but denies you. Chess grandmaster denies cheating by using anal beads. Which is hilarious. I think Elon was the reason why that rumor got spread, right?
He's been. Someone offered him to try to play naked, $1 million to play naked to see if he could still do it.
Oh my god!
Well, I mean, even if you played naked, you still
naked with a camera up your asshole.
Yeah. Some guy that doesn't know how anal beads works came up with that idea.
Play with your back arched.
I don't understand how people have zero empathy for what happened to me. It's truly, truly terrible, because in reality, I was a victim in this. I was not the aggressor. I did not cause any of this. All I did was win a chess game. And what I experienced was hell, absolute hell. My name, everything was, and for what? Do you understand that I was literally branded as a cheater in all of the news when I didn't cheat? Do you understand all of this anal beads, all of this? Do you understand that I go outside and I have to live with this insane label of something that I didn't do? And do you understand when you have reporters calling, your family, trying to get the latest scoop on you? You have reporters calling friends from 13 years old to try and find something. It's impossible for someone to comprehend the insanity of what they unleashed upon me without experiencing it yourself. But what it makes me realize is that there are truly sick, evil people in the world, and that has given me the ultimate faith that I must defeat them.
Some calculation, of course, needed so many candidate moves, and he's got a lot of time, Hans Niemann. He's been so quick and decisive this game. Really impressive. So
the only person more amazed than us is Hans himself. Look at that, Danya. If he wins this now, I mean, I don't know how many twists and turns there were in this, but what a game. Wesley inside must be boiling.
Oh, he blundered rook a5! No! No, this didn't just happen. No, this did not just happen.
Rook b2, rook b2,
don't blunder mate! Oh my gosh! And he's blundered his queen!
Oh, but he's lucky, he found takes and bishop f2, he's so lucky, it's incredible.
Wow,
he's so lucky, it's
winning.
incredible. He was completely... Oh, white is so lucky by the...
Rook e7, and it's the match!
Look at Hans, look at Hans. Look at him, look at him. Look at that boy. Look at Hans, look at Hans.
This key defensive resource for white, after which the game is just effectively over for black. Black has a really difficult position. He needed to play e5 faster, but it spiraled out of control basically immediately, and after 10 moves, it was already over. So, rare to see players at this level to do this to one another, but of course when Hans Niemann plays, crazy stuff happens. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest sporting spectacle that we have ever seen is officially coming to Paris, France. And I'm not talking about the Olympics. I'm talking about Magnus Carlsen versus Hans Niemann, a rematch of epic proportions and at the highest stakes. It's currently August of 2024, and the Speed Chess Championship, for the first time ever hosted by Chess.com, is going to be hosted live in Paris, France for the semifinals and the finals. And if you've been following the chess world at all since September of 2022, you know Magnus Carlsen and you know Hans Niemann, and they have both qualified and they will be playing against each other.